Welcome SWIHA online students. At this time, I'm going to show you how to access your online orientation through Canvas. The first thing we want to do is open up our internet browser. I'm currently using Google Chrome, and we would highly recommend that you do the same, as this internet browser is the most compatible with our online systems. The second thing we want to do is log in to our email accounts. I'm going to log into my Gmail account since that's what I use for this video tutorial, and I'd suggest that you go ahead and log into your email account as well. At this point, you should have already received a course invitation email from SWIHA. Let's go ahead and open up the email so we can see the course invitation. See that there's a link below that says click here to view the course page. Right now, we're not going to click on this link. For demonstration purposes, I'm actually going to open up another tab within my browser. You can either access your orientation by clicking on the link within the email that we just viewed, or if you want to bypass that step, you can actually go to the Canvas login page directly, log in with your email address, which is your default username, and then input the password that you used when you registered through Canvas. Click on the blue login button, and then the first page you're going to see is a home page that says you have been invited to join EV001-OL, the new student orientation. So you can go ahead and accept this right here, or we can go back to the email application and we can accept the orientation that way. Again, for demonstration purposes, that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and open up the link at the bottom portion of this invitation. You'll notice that this link brings us right back to the Canvas login page. We did this on purpose because now we want to set up a bookmark, so that way if we need to come back to this page quickly, we don't have to worry about remembering a long web address, but rather we can create a bookmark, name it however we want to name it. I'd suggest a default name. Choose where you want to store this bookmark. I'm going to store this on my bookmark bar, and that way I've got quick and easy access. Now let's go ahead and log in for one last time. Again, use your email address, which is your default username. Enter the password that you used when you registered for Canvas. Click on the blue login button. And now we're back to our orientation invitation. This time you want to go ahead and click on Accept. You are officially enrolled into your first course. Congratulations. Welcome to the SWIHA Online New Student Orientation. Notice within the description it says this self-paced orientation course contains a series of modules. We've got announcements, course syllabus, the actual modules themselves, followed by some discussion questions, and then finishing off with an orientation quiz. We won't go through the complete orientation today, that's where you come in. But let's go through a couple of the sections just so you know where things are at. Here's the announcement section for important class announcements. For the orientation, for example, we've got students' grievance policy, a Gmail, Google+, and Google Hangout setup guide, and also the grading rubrics. Next, on the left-hand side, we've got our syllabus page. This is very important because this is where all of the instructions for your class are given. This is your grading policy, attendance policy, plagiarism policy, talks about consumer information, etc. Next up top, we've got your modules section. Now the modules, just in the word itself, are divided up into individual pieces, individual modules. Notice that all of them are grayed out besides the very first one. That's because each of these have to be completed in order all the way to the bottom of the page. Once you get to the bottom of the page and you completed all of these sections, then you can move on to the next portion. So let's go ahead and go to the discussions. For the orientation, you're going to have 2 discussion questions that you're going to be required to complete. And then you've also got a community forum to speak with other students. The quiz section, this is where you're going to complete your final orientation quiz. It's worth 12 points, And this is, again, a required quiz that you'll have to complete. We've also got a grade section, a chat section, which again we're not going to go into for now. And up top here is where you can edit your personal settings. And that concludes this video tutorial. Again, welcome to SWIHA. Good luck with your new student orientation, and bye for now.